In the meantime, the PDP Board of Trustees has queried the continued stay in office of the party's acting national chairman Omar Damagum and national secretary Samuel Ayaun. The chairman of the PDP Board of Trustees, Adolfo Zwabara, said this during the NEC meeting of the party in Abuja. Mr. Zwabara said the matter before the party weighs heavily on their collective conscience.
We must also understand that Nigerians are in love with our party. They are anxiously looking up to us to bring succor and relief to their long APC affiliation. It is expected that the decision and outcome of today's NEC meeting will strengthen our party, bring answers to the many questions in the heart of our members. I have no doubt that the only party in this country that has that capacity to look inward even at time of challenges our dear party, the People's Democratic Party.
Moving on, a federal high court in Abuja has dismissed applications by the former PDP chairman Uche Secondus and two others seeking to vacate an order barring them from attending meetings of the leadership of the party. Also affected are Celestine Omehia and a former deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, Austin Opara. The court had on April 5th, among other things, restrained the three PDP chieftains from attending any meeting of the National Executive Committee of the party or participating in deliberations or proceedings of the meetings in any manner pending the determination of the substantive suit. Away from that, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has declared a former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, wanted for an alleged financial crime to the tune of 80.2 billion naira. The anti-graft agency said this in a notice posted on its official Facebook page. In a related development, a right activist, Charles Jaja, is urging the federal government to take action against Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo for allegedly aiding corruption. Recall that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) accused Governor Ododo of obstructing the arrest of a former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, over an alleged 80.2 billion naira money laundering. In an interview with correspondent Emekwatoka, Mr. Jaja also condemned youth's involvement in the action.
I see everything wrong with the action of the incumbent governor of Kogi State, who led a group of boys, police and the DSS to prevent EFCC from carrying out this constitutional sign rule. The EFCC says that the ex-Y governor of the state, Yahaya Bello, has a case with her. I think the right thing for him to do was to present himself and go there with his counsel. Anything short of that is unacceptable. The governor who went there because he felt he has immunity to do such a thing should be reprimanded, because what he has just done is to prevent a legitimate agency of government from carrying out his assigned constitutional rule. And even the youth that was mobilized to the residents of Yahaya Bello, there are the same people complaining that the system is not working, and yet you at the slightest part of giving the peanut, they will just go and be misbehaving.
Mr. Jaja also accused the judiciary of double standards in the anti-corruption fight.
There was a judgment from the Federal High Court asking that Yahaya Bello should be arrested. Yet there was another counter judgment from Kogi State High Court. So you see, the judges are also the problem in this nation.
Still to come, federal government to enforce prices in Port Harcourt, other cities. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The traditional ruler of Egi Kingdom in Oba Ebemandoni local government area of Rivers State, His Royal Majesty Eze Victor Igbo Elenwa Ezegi III, is congratulating Governor Siminalayi Fubara and the Deputy Governor Ngozi Maodo for their Supreme Court victory. The monarch, in a statement, described the Supreme Court victory as an affirmation of the collective mandate freely given to the governor by all Rivers people in the 2023 governorship election in the state. He also said it is a victory for democracy and restoration of the people's confidence in the judiciary and electoral process. He called on all sons and daughters of Oba Ebema and Ndoni, both at home and in the diaspora, to converge at the Onelga Council Pavilion to celebrate and thank God on Sunday, 21st April by 12 noon. Now, he further prayed that God should continue to grant the state governor good health, sound mind, wisdom and knowledge to pilot the affairs of River State in the years ahead. The Ezigbo Opata III of Opata Kingdom in Ahoda East local government area, His Royal Majesty Felix Otuwaribo, says a report that Olokwa Kingdom is autonomous is not true. Dr. Otuwaribo said this in response to the social cultural group Ozobani Ibu Olokwa, which said Olokwa is an autonomous kingdom. The monarch spoke in an interview with our correspondent.
They feel that they have a godfather who can sit in his palace and make a proclamation that Olokwa has been created. In Ekpe customary law and practice, nobody has any right to create a kingdom. There are traditional procedures for creating a kingdom. Until these procedures are followed, before the entire Ekpe people will sit at Olubie and do the necessary libation and confirm such an entity as a kingdom. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can sit in his palace and make such pronouncement. The person who made that pronouncement doesn't have such powers. He's deceiving himself and deceiving those his followers.
The traditional ruler, while explaining how Olokwa's status as a kingdom was annulled, urged those involved in the agitation to allow peace reign in Ekpe.
In 2017, Eze Robinson made a declaration annulling Olokwa after my emergence as Eze Opata III. Subsequently, in 2019, Chief John Wilson went to court to insist that he remains the Eze Olokwa. And on 2 attempts, he failed. And after his demise, his co-travelers, Chief Owame and others, went to court to sustain the issue of Olokwa, and the matters are pending in court. I expected that they should have waited for the court to make pronouncement before they keep parading themselves. They should allow peace to reign in Ekpe. Ekpe has suffered enough. Ekpe has stagnated, no development for over 30 years now because of senseless agitation.
In other news, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has carried out an enforcement raid at 2 supermarkets in Abuja to ensure adherence to price display and quantity regulations. The Executive Secretary of the Commission, Adamu Abdullahi, said the exercise targeted at reducing the high cost of food commodities nationwide will be extended to Lagos, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Kano, Kaduna, and other cities in the coming weeks.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Media reports say an Israeli missile has struck Iran. Iranian state media are citing unconfirmed reports of explosions in the central province of Isfahan. Flights have been suspended over several cities. Iran state broadcaster IRIB has downplayed reports of an attack, saying Isfahan is safe and sound. Iran has been on high alert after Israel said it would respond to Iranian missiles and drones fired at Israel on Saturday night.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Now that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. The police have remained silent on the arrest of 2 Governor Fubara's loyalists in Abuja. The PDP has tasked the federal government on economic reforms. Former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has been declared wanted by EFCC. The federal government says it will enforce prices in Port Harcourt and in other cities. On the foreign scene, Israel's missile has reportedly struck Iran. The news was edited by Martha Okirinkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifichukwu Mwanyeli. Many thanks for listening.